Hi, it's me, Braggy. Now how are you today? Let me adjust the camera slightly. I'm going to sit down for this video on this old stump. We're going to have a little bit of a chat about the channel and what we've been doing in the last 4 weeks and the content we're making. And although I've not been filming with Egil because he's still in hospital, I believe, so it's going to be a long time before you may see Egil back on the camera, but we do wish him well. So, what videos I am putting out of Egil is just old videos. I've got unpublished videos, I do have quite a lot. So, what we're going to get out of this video? Well, we're going to learn about the channel. We're going to tell you about the content we make. I'll describe and talk about the characters and the channel hosts we've had on the channel in the past and the future. So, yes, we're called Northworthy Sagas and Stories. And Northworthy, if you've ever been curious to understand and know why it is called Northworthy, it's because if you go back 1400 years or more, or around that time in the 6th and 7th century, you go a couple miles down that way to Derby. That's where the Anglo-Saxons lived, and they called Derby at that time by a different name. It was called Northworthy. And worthy is like the Anglo-Saxon word for like a meeting place or a market. So Derby had traders and a small marketplace and a village around it, of which grew and became bigger until it became a town. And of course, when the Vikings came in the 9th century and kicked out all those Anglo-Saxons who did not want to become Viking and stay where they lived, and I think most of them would have probably left by them, the Vikings came and they called it Derby or Dialby, and because it was a kind of a wooded area, lots of woods in this valley we live in with deer, so they kind of called it a deer. Dial is the Viking word for deer, I believe, and by of course is the word for town, so Dialby, a settlement of deer basically, or a deer town is my favourite way to describe it. Now, because we started this channel back in 2017, oh yes, for a long time I've been dabbling on YouTube. Before that I had a music channel way back before copyright and you could upload people's music videos, and that got quite popular and big, but it was dead easy. It was just uploading other people's music videos, and then that kind of died because of copyright, and I kind of beat the gun and got in and deleted the channel before that. But yeah, it gave me a perspective of YouTube, and then I used to just use my other old channel as a way of just uploading videos I shot on phones or cameras I had, and that's another old channel from years ago, and I got a lot of content on there, and some of it's not all my content as well, it's just stuff I've downloaded and had it on my PC, and I thought to myself, well, I'll just put it on YouTube, then I don't need to have it stored on my PC or hard drive. And then some time passed and a friend of mine called Tecto wasn't very well, and I wanted to start a channel, doing a gaming channel, to give him a bit of distraction, and then also as a way to experiment and just figure out YouTube a little bit. And so I had this gaming channel, it was called, and still is called, Red Devil Gaming, and there's a lot of Minecraft Anarchy videos and gameplay of other games from Xbox, but I don't really do much on there anymore. And I'd love to go back there one day and make some more content, but it all takes time, and I've got a lot of videos in hand, but just not the time to edit them. And then at the same time passed, and I was thinking about Vikings. I was watching Viking content on YouTube because there was a little bit of it there at the time, but most of it wasn't what I wanted to see. I wanted to see actually somebody dressed as a Viking and tell the stories, rather than an animation or somebody just in the bedroom in the modern clothes. So I had this idea all along, a Viking channel would be good. It would be good to get, the talent and the people I know on this channel. And I wasn't really intending to get myself on the channel at the time, at the beginning in 2017. My main aim was to, as I'm going to stand up, nearly fell over, my main aim, can't sit down forever, it was to basically, stay behind the scenes of the camera and just be this, kind of a voice of Braggy, somebody you don't see but you hear, and maybe the hand may appear as a hand weapon to Tyrkir back in the day. but Tyrkir was mostly focused on storytelling and the sagas, which is great. But it neglects history, and especially weapons. The weapons are so popular on the channel and on YouTube, and especially having a mainly male-dominated audience. But his storytelling is brilliant, and the stories he told, which would be great for that, we got on YouTube. But then time progressed, of course, and Tyrkir left in the end of 2017 after a few months for various reasons. That's another story, another saga, you could say. And I just wanted to make good content regardless. And so in 2018 I pondered about deleting the channel, whether we're going to move on to something else. And so all those few months in the beginning of 2018, I kind of thought, well, what should we do? And then I kept thinking about Egil, my old mate Simon, as he's known in real life. And hello to Simon Egil. That's not his name, Simon Egil. Egil's his Viking name. And I thought, oh, Egil would be great on camera because he's got such a warm personality and he's funny. So I kind of knew then that it would be good on camera. So I had no doubt about inviting Egil, and he agreed. He come along, and we did a lot of filming during 2018 up to really about 2020. Although it came a little bit less during the back end of those years of 2019 and 2020, and then even worse so when the pandemic struck, the old Kung Flu, we couldn't really film at all. And of course Egil's getting on in life. He's not a young fit man like me, but we are so grateful for the content he's provided, because he's such a genuine, down-to-earth guy, and people just seem to love him, and I love that. And yes, there's many videos I've got to publish and edit still of Egil. I've got folk tales, and I've got quite a few history videos from Egil I've never published, and quite a few short videos we recorded over those years. Yes, so that's fundamentally where we are at the point. And of course during the 2017 filming we had another guest of Neil. We did 2 or 3 stories about Thor, and that was brilliant as well, so yes. And of course we get some filming with Egil throughout that period, but it's mostly what we're filming today it's just mostly me doing the current filming, and then I'm just going back and using unpublished and older content I've got to recycle and reuse. And of course as you progress during YouTube, your old journey, you become a better editor, so and a better storyteller hopefully. And yes, so yeah, then of course we had the folk tales to begin with and the saga stories, and we then added history. We did a vlog series for quite a while, about 30 episodes, although one episode is missing. I think we just skipped one by some chance. 23 I think it is, does not exist. And then we did like reviews of film trailers, and we've unboxed things, and we read your comments. And I'm actually going to record some more reading your comment videos, just to give us some extra content for 6 o'clock in the evening, because I like the fact that at the moment I'm doing that for you guys. So yeah, so we've done a lot. We've been quite diverse. So then of course TikTok came along, and then we've been even more diverse, because me and Egil have danced, we've mimed to things, we've told funny jokes and done funny videos, and there's lots of videos and TikToks that I've never published on YouTube yet. So as in content, we've got the year's worth of content to go. So just hang on and keep watching. Yes, well, now what else are we going to talk about? So the future, well the present. Let's talk about the present. So yes, I hope you're enjoying the videos we're putting out. I say that I've had a bit of a break at the beginning of the year between the first big batch of videos and then this current batch of videos, because I've just got a lot going on behind the scenes which I don't want to really talk about. It's another whole saga to my life, but I'm staying positive and I'm enjoying and having fun, and good always wins over bad. So yes, so. But then I've been enjoying actually just going out and just recording more of these long format videos, because it's very important, and it's one of the aspects we've neglected a little bit, putting out a regular long format video. So I'm going to try to keep going as long as I can every day and put out a long format. And I apologise for today's video, which will be in the past, which is a shorter video on the wooden club and the scythe. But I'm just trying to also experiment with some long format, which is a little bit shorter, to see if that gets a better view duration. So yes, and I've got quite a few things planned to tell. I do intend to try to record some content where I'm reading from a script from my mobile, but I've got to really get better at reading the script and not making it look so obvious. So if anybody's got any tips for reading scripts from a teleprompter on your phone, then that would be great. I mean, if I had all the money in the world, I'd have a whole TV set up and crew and everything, and life would not be so difficult when you're wearing so many hats, you know, from director, producer, editor, you know, content creator and storyteller and host, you know. And I've got to keep coming up with ideas to keep you guys entertained, and naturally I hope I come across as funny and genuine, because that's what we wanted. I wanted that kind of a raw feel where it's not so heavily edited, although in the past I have probably more heavier edited some videos as I went through little periods of editing phrases. But these videos are going to be very simple, and I do apologise for some of the beginnings of these videos. I've got to go into the YouTube editor when I switch on my PC, when I can get the electricity going, and edit some of the beginnings of them. And I've slightly changed my approach, where now I don't just walk in and walk back. I'm just going to go straight into the video, you know, because that's what you want. And I apologise for saying "you know" too many times during some of these videos. I've been affected by saying "you know," and until this point in this video I've not said it too many times. I'm doing well. Yes. And of course I'm a biker and I'm wearing mail, and one of my favourite cloaks, very rich, I'm sure you agree. This is very colourful, and I got some Viking silver on, and an arm guard which they may or may not have had, and a mystery weapon here, or a pin if you don't think about cloak pins being weapons, but my god, that would certainly hurt somebody if you got captured. Yes. Now, if you've got any suggestions for the channel for the future of what we can do, I'm going to try to get in a weekly live stream. Just bear with me on that. But yeah. And anything you want us to do? Now, is there any folk tales or stories you would love to see me tell? Then let me know, because I'm more than happy to actually go and, you know, read a folk tale and learn it and tell it for you. Is there anything specific on Viking history you want us to talk about? If I got the knowledge, I can talk about it for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever. I'll do it, you know what I mean? Because I just love talking and giving you information, and I do hope that a lot of this is educational, the videos we put out, and not just entertainment. But, you know, we're edutainers, which is a phrase I kind of came up with, but I think it was already a phrase already. Perhaps I just saw it or read it somewhere and it kind of stuck in the back of my mind. Because that is what we are, really, you know. And how many people dress up as a Viking to give you good information? But there's so many good channels like Modern History TV is a great channel I really like, and you know, I kind of aspire to be a channel like that, you know, because I've said it again, it's just got some really good content, and I really must watch more of his content. And then I've been really enjoying the channel History Hit. There's 2 channels there I can recommend you guys go and watch. History Hit is a very good channel. Again, superb production. And, you know, they've got the cost to go out to places and film. And another channel I've been watching a little bit, it's called History with Alex. I recommend you go and subscribe to that guy and really help his channel to grow, because he deserves a lot more subscribers. And I really like the way he does things, a lot more professionally what I do. You know, I'm just not young, and I've got too many things on the go at the same time. As a loud motorbike goes past, I'm close to a main big road, and of course if you go this road you get to Matlock Bath, which is like the capital of bikers for all over the area. If you're into biking, then you've probably heard of Matlock Bath. And I love it, it's a great place. Perhaps one day I'll take my camera and we'll do a film tour and a walk and a talk in Matlock Bath, you know. I mean, I'm just not really big. Oh, I said it again, you know. Oh, I did it again. Oh, I've been cursed by saying the same word. I don't know why. God blimey, governor's trousers. Yes, so I must go soon. I've got 2 fake tales to tell and record, and I'm trying to come up with a new Dave the Cat story. Would you like to see some more Dave the Cat stories? I've got at least 3 or 4 stories I've curated in my mind and written down, actually, which I could record and I think would be entertaining. Yes. So If you really like this channel and you want to help us, I think let's just talk about how you can help the channel, as I don't walk on the back of my cloak. The first thing you do is to share the content. I'm not great at sharing, I must say, so you're on Instagram or Facebook or any of these sites, Twitter, to share our videos out with a wider audience. You know, we could create some kind of a Northworthy sharing, you know, a notification squad army, you know, like the great notification heathen army, then that would be great, and we could spread the word bigger. And of course, the bigger we get, the better the content we're going to be able to make as well. Because, you know, I like Mr. Beast. I'm a big fan of Mr. Beast because he makes great content. He always says, you know, if you do well on YouTube, put your money back into YouTube and don't just pay yourself too much money, you know. So that's what I intend to do if I can. Just put a lot of the money we make through the advertising back into the channel. But at some point, I'd like to be able to give Egil, you know, a check and say, "Hey, Egil, thanks for the hard work," and want to Tyrkir, and you know, and Eirik, of course, and even Egil, just to say thank you. You know, go and buy some kit or treat yourself, because you got to be decent and honest doing this thing, and decency and honesty is the best way to be. So yeah, so if you could share the content, that would be great. And if anybody can help with a notification heathen squad army, let me know, because I would really love to see that. And you know, there's only me behind the scenes doing everything and answering all the comments and liking and hearting and sharing and publishing, and I've got to try to remember to publish as well. If you get one of those days when you're not seeing a video until 5 or 6 o'clock, it's probably because I'm just being so busy or being out and just not remember to schedule. But you know, thank the God for scheduling videos. But why can't we have scheduling videos on TikTok? And if we do, can somebody please tell me how? You know, because I've currently got 415 videos in my drafts. It's okay having a load of videos in your drafts section in TikTok, but it fills up 60 gigabytes of my memory of my phone. And then that becomes another problem when you run out of memory when you're filming. So now, going off there on a tangent, the second thing you can do, of course, is to like the video as I say goodbye. And I'm going to demonstrate sparing the camera. You can use it like this as well, or two hands. I like this. It's a better method. I've seen a lot of people use it like this as well. If you can control your spear during a battle, it's great, but don't have your hand too far back so it's not unbalanced. So I'll do it sideways for you. So yes, goodbye and like the old video.